Hi there, I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot, and this is your timeless collective reading for love. This reading is for anyone who has a love interest, okay? Shuffling a couple of cards here. How this works. One side, I am going to have one energy, another side, another energy, and then the middle is going to be overall. I like to say this is you on the left side, but you know what? If it's not you on the left side and resonates more of you on the right, just flip it. These are general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest, use your own intuition. And let's get started on your reading. All right, calling in our guides, our ancestors, our ascendant masters for clear messages. Let's pull out your energy first. Starting with the romance angel cards. Ooh, got a flyer here already. Past life relationship. You've known this person in your past. Doesn't have to be of this lifetime. It could be somebody of your past within this lifetime, but it could also be somebody that feels like an old soul. You know, like the first person, like you kind of meet them and you feel like you've known them all your life. That's the energy that is on your side, how you are feeling about this individual. Let's see how this individual feels about you. Release your ex. The time has come to clear energy. So I feel for many of you, this person is probably coming out of a relationship. And some of you, this may have been an ex who's coming back and is releasing old stories of how it used to be. And that's what this past life is coming to. We'll see. I have both energies here. Let's see what the overall card energy is. The mutual card energy. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Safe for you to love. With this smack in the middle, I feel like there's a little bit, and we'll see how the tarot cards play, but I'm feeling overall in this energy that we have both parties here who are a little bit uncertain, maybe of approaching each other. If this is somebody from your past or a past loved one, it could just be the energy of, you know, coming back together, but we'll see what tarot has to say. What your messages do we need to know? Pull some cards first on your side. This past life relationship. We have the Magician. Five of Wands. Eight of Wands. Some communication here. This is fire energy here, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If this isn't in your chart, maybe this is the other individual. Let's see what the other cards have to say on this side. Ace of Pentacles. Got some earth energy here. Four of Wands. This is definitely a soulmate connection here. Something that's divine. Feeling this may be twin flame. Especially with the Magician here and this. We do have the Tower here. And let's see, we have three more cards I'm going to pull on the overall energy of in between you both. What to expect. King of Cups. Let's see what else we got. King of Wands. Ooh, the Chariots. All right, so in general, this is definitely a relationship that was stalled. And basically with this, both of you guys are going within, because this is the overall feeling within this middle part here. I do feel for a lot of you that this past relationship, there was a lot of hurt here. And there just was this time of space, a separation, needing something to be cleared. I don't see a lot of other parties here, meaning that there was a third party situation on this. Seems like there was a conflict of needing space and growing, and maybe things just weren't working out to how things were expected. On your side, we have the Magician here. Now, the Magician is facing, you see how it's got a cup there and he's facing the horizon here? I do feel like you are in a manifestation of wanting love, because that to me is a cup of love. That's wanting more. And I love how that cup is just basically shining. You're calling in your soulmate. You are really calling in this individual. There is this need, though, of protection that you're feeling, and it's with the Five of Wands here, and that's that fire energy I was telling you. This might have been a little bit defensive, or you just guys didn't end off in good terms. With the Eight of Wands on here with quickness, there might have been something in the past where there was some harsh words said, and it was communication that was abrupt, basically starting the ending. And I feel like with this coming here is basically you are calling in for better times, not this communication that, you know, expecting the worst. But I feel like you're almost in the sense of expecting the worst within communication with this. Now, the other individual, your love interest, is reflecting about what they had, and it's the stability they have. Maybe you guys had a home together, maybe you guys were living together, but this is about having stability. And I really feel that way because you have the Four of Wands underneath this. So this was a happy life, happy situation. This is definitely a partner or commitment that was long-term at one point. So for those of you where you just met this person, this is probably not for your reading. I do feel like this is more for the people who are in a committed relationship. This is a pretty specific reading. We have the Tower here. Now, the Tower underneath the Four of Wands to me is that there was some kind of disruption within this relationship from the past, because this is past energy that I'm reading. Now, here with the Tower and this, do you see how there's both strikes of lightning here? So this is definitely hurt on both sides. So whether this was communication on your end striking this to give them a Tower moment, or it was vice versa, they're feeling this, but there was definitely something that happened quick. And the overall energy of this is that you guys are really manifesting something a little bit bigger, because you have the King of Cups here and he's turned around. When the King of Cups is, and this is water energy, so this is Scorpio and Cancer. So when you have this kind of energy, Pisces, I'm sorry. When you have this kind of energy of him, he is basically a compassionate, loving, emotional king. He can kind of come off as too emotional. When he's turned this way, it's like he's turning his emotions off. He's facing his back to something. And it's interesting to have two kings back going down straight from here, because you have one king who's turning the back, and then you have another king who's pushing forward, who's looking straight on. So someone is definitely more passionate, more action-oriented, maybe more aggressive within the relationship of maybe wanting more within the commitment. And it might have thrown you guys off. Now, there's definitely this need of moving forward with this Chariot card underneath this. So I feel like there's going to be some type of communication that comes about soon within the separation. And we're going to validate with the other deck to see what that validation is. But I do feel like there's definitely a separation here, definitely defensive on both sides. And a need to release some past stories here. Yeah, we have Ace of Cups that just came reverse here, followed by the King of Pentacles reverse. There's a lot of kings here, so with this energy, there may have been other parties involved with this. But with the Ace of Cups here and the King of Pentacles, this is a very stable, materialistic. He can kind of come off as stubborn. With the fact that he is that these are both reversed, to me, the stability is gone. This guy, whoever was harsh or maybe just like really kind of self-absorbed, is kind of reflecting now about that. I do feel strongly that there's a reflection going on from this side about what the offer was and what it wasn't taken to. Let's see if we can validate what's on this side, on your side. Yeah, we have the Devil. Toxic energy. There's a lot of toxins here. This is Capricorn energy as well, so there's Earth here. It's almost like, you know, with the amount of people in this card on the male side, I'm starting to feel like there's a lot of male energy. Yeah, no new start here. No new start. This was reversed. So there's no risk being taken on either sides. With the amount of male energy I'm here, I feel like, you know, originally I didn't feel like there was a third party involved here, but with how the cards are laying out now, with how many people are in here, it seems like there's a lot more male energy within this. Emperor reversed. So much male energy. The Emperor reversed, this is all about someone who's strategic on top of the role. Like basically they can kind of come off almost as egotistical a little bit too, because they want to be in control. There's something that's being put down here of not being in control of anymore. And you have the World right next to it. So there's definitely some kind of change in cycle that's happening. I don't know. I definitely don't see a union right now. I just see it more as a really hard lesson that's basically leaving all parties feeling like they're in a hermit mode. Yeah, Nine of Cups is reversed. So this is wishes not coming true right now. You're feeling unfulfilled. I'm going to pull some healing cards for this for both sides. Yeah, I just feel like, man, this is such a dark reading. I really wish this was like some love in here, but I don't feel it. I feel a lot of heartbreak, like super amount of heartbreak in here on both sides. And this could have been a karmic past life, or it, you know, with the twin souls, you got to remember with twin flame, you guys marry each other, and there is a lot of marrying going on here. So whatever you're feeling, or basically the same feelings, doesn't necessarily need to be the same situation, but you guys can definitely marry each other on this as well. But you can still have karmic ties with them too, and that you need to release that. Let's see what healing advice you have on your side. Yeah, there's a big need for this. Big need for it. Self-love. This is all about taking care of yourself first. This also is going to the number 7. It's number 16, but I bring it down to a 7. So this is a very divine number. With the 7, it's all about giving yourself support too. I do feel like there's a strong need to do that, to really take care of yourself. Think about what you're in. You're in that hermit mode. Keep in mind, you had underneath that hermit, you did have the moon. So I do feel like there is a lot of delusions right now that aren't bringing clarity. You are seeking clarity for this. Let's see what's released on the other person's end, what healing they could use. Honestly, I think you both could use some self-love here. Listen to your body. Yeah. So when I get this card, listen to your body, this is all about feelings. This is all about emotional feelings, because this is blockages. This is not so much different from self-love. So you guys definitely are marrying each other, especially with the same amount of colors here. There's 2 people here alone looking within. So these are definitely enlightened cards. So just keep in mind on both sides, to really allow yourself to feel and have those questions come up as to why you feel that way. And don't ignore anything that is too small, because sometimes the smallest memories of things in the past come up, so we are there to heal it, especially when you're on the twin flame journey. It is all about this growth and expansion thing. It's really not so much the union of this grand union of 2 people. It's a union within, so keep that in mind. I'm going to pull 1 animal spirit card for the overall reading. I love the animal spirit cards because I feel like sometimes they bring in all the energies of what you really need to know and what this reading's about. You actually got two. I'm going to take both of them. So the first one is Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. The starfish to me is the open heart. Okay, this is all about not just self-love, but really clearing out your heart chakra, really being open, because what happens when we have situations where we're during separation or we are in victim mode or just really just hurting, our heart closes, and we start using that situation as to being closed off from other people, closed off to other opportunities of love. So this is really asking you with the starfish here to keep open-minded, because the more open you are with a heart, even with the self-love, and you can still forgive and you can still, love a person, not necessarily be with them, but you're actually calling in a vibration of something that does match you, which is higher love. And just keep in mind, if this is a twin soul thing, the higher your vibration does, it does affect the other person too. Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. I do feel like this leap of faith is in self-love. Okay, so take that leap of faith of not closing yourself off. Take that leap of faith of just knowing what your feelings are. So truly allow that time to feel. If this resonated with you, go ahead and hit the like button and feel free to comment below. I read all my comments. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe so you can be updated with all future uploads. Take care and thanks again.